You may not understand this.
This is a presentation of RVT Entertainment.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is your main event of the evening.
This is Ricky the Dragon Steamboat's cup of coffee in the big time, yeah. Cup of coffee in the big time.
We'll go to NXT. I'll go to the CWC.
Hell yeah.
We'll be have 205 live.
I can truly say that I have the whole damn world in my hand.
Goodbye and good night.
Hey, hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to the Wrestle-Cast. What the fuck am I doing? Where am I? It's been a while. Presented by RVT Entertainment on BrokenInfinite.com, PodMac.com, iTunes, and wherever else we find us. Find out recording and live on RVT Entertainment's official YouTube channel. We talk about professional wrestling, both in the mainstream and the independent scene. Hello, is anybody out there?
Can anybody hear me?
Hello?
It's not if you can hear me.
Hello? I'm somewhere where I don't know where I am.
I have become comfortably numb.
Very nice, very nice. Folks, 2 full weeks, but I'm finally out of rehab.
Just don't start singing Rihanna at me.
Yeah, I won't. And for those wondering,
I'll turn into Chris Brown.
Oh yeah. By the way, you spend 24 hours in California to put you in rehab. Why? Because you're in California. I'm sorry. I mistook rehab for being stuck at being at the airport a little earlier than I should have been. Whoops. I made it, damn it. I made it. My name's Matty Jay, and that's TWK, by the way.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. I am TWK of TWK Reviews, and I'm here to entertain you. And welcome to Wrestle-Cast episode number. Who the fuck is keeping count anymore?
I do, because because MP3 files and shit. 410, by the way.
Oh, we're just 10 weeks away, and then we'll have on this show special guest Robert Van Dam.
And for those wondering, yeah, his laptop survived.
Yeah, here's the story about how that happened.
Oh, God.
So, around 6 p.m., I turned my laptop as usual on Tuesday to set things up for the Rift Down. But for whatever the fucking reason, it wouldn't get to the startup screen where you type in the username and all that stuff. Instead,
I've had that problem. God.
And it was like that for over an hour and a half. I constantly just restarted the computer over and over. How
in the hell did you not have a heart attack?
I was practically having, because I was like, what the fuck? I can't, without this laptop, I can't do shit. I can't do streams. I can't do this podcast. I can't do reviews. The only stream I could technically do is from my video game console, so at least I would have that. But aside from that, I wouldn't be able to do any online content. So after a while, we have a power surge, twice. So the power goes out off and on twice. And then my brother-in-law turns on my laptop to examine it, and then it starts working like normal.
Wow. Because normally a power surge fucks up laptops, or fucks up computer equipment. Wouldn't it be weird if it put a Mole Sizzlack at the bowling alley on Mr. Burns on your laptop? You know? Just how fucking weird is that? Anyway, so...
It's currently working, but this pretty much tells you that I need to get to working and getting a new laptop sooner than later, it seems.
Yeah.
Hopefully I'll get some money for my birthday in October.
That would definitely help. Anyway, we can't just leave it at just me and Tita, because I've been gone for, we didn't have a live show last week. We did have a Wrestle-Cast mini, so for you folks bitching out, didn't you do a review? I did a review. It's up on brokeninfinite.com, and it's up on YouTube. But it's there's so much stuff that we need help covering it. So we got Matis Leonhart to help us out.
Hey, now, I know some of y'all out there are saying, like Sam the Eagle, why am I here? A supposed part-time podcaster instead of some other full-time podcaster. Well, the truth is that I can do this thing better part-time than most of y'all can do it full-time.
I had to know you were going to quote your boy.
I can't. Yeah, you know what? Yeah, we'll get to that clip. That's clip of the week, number 1. But I will say this. We're not alone. It's not just the 3 of us.
Oh, no.
Ladies and gentlemen.
Although I will say that we needed you.
That damn right, motherfucker.
But we also need somebody who can survive the toughest of storms. We need somebody who's proven themselves to be the toughest of the tough. Ladies and gentlemen.
T-Dub, we need somebody who can rock a straw hat.
Goddamn right. Ladies and gentlemen, I am proud to say, live from Houston, Texas, our boy Shintigercurl. Give him
still well.
Yeah. And also from Houston, our buddy Bobber, who's currently in the YouTube chats.
Yeah.
I hope you're doing. I hope you haven't been dislocated, as well as our buddy Car Junkie.
Good to hear from you guys again, and of course I'm not alone, because for some reason we picked up a strange old man. He keeps saying the same thing over and over.
All right, fair enough.
I don't know what you're so proud about. I mean, Houston is all wet. It's completely useless now.
Back to Canada with you.
All right. So long, I don't need this. I'm gonna go sell my daughter into slavery. So long, suckers.
Houston is all wet, and I'm all wet after that Cena promo this past Monday.
Oh, phrasing! Oh,
God.
I still
Just
think
what
you
I
were
need to
graphic
hear
enough.
this week.
I still don't think you were graphic enough with that imagery. If you could go into details, Mattis.
no. Believe me, he'll be wetter after this week's clip of the week. God damn, we have 2 weeks worth of wrestling news, and I'm gonna come right out and say, Hairball, the next time you share something like the Marty Jannetty story, I'm telling John to ban your ass. Yeah. Here's one news story that's not going to be on the news. Marty Jannetty thinking about whatever the fuck he was thinking about.
And that's all I'll say about that, and now we'll move on to the clip of the week. What is it, Matty? What could it be?
It's probably the most obvious fucking thing ever. The contract signing for the, oddly enough, Just for No Mercy, but again, it's LA. You need a big main event, I guess. They're booking John Cena versus Roman Reigns. So,
quite a big match for what is usually a B pay-per-view.
That's a B pay-per-view. Yep. So, and for those wondering, for this particular clip, I was not aware that there was another version of which included the improv line, but that's not the juiciest burn in this clip. Y'all know the one I'm talking about. Ladies and gentlemen, take a listen. This is the clip of the week. No. I don't do that. The other one. Thank you.
You may not understand this because probably no one's ever told you this before, John. But you're not as big of a deal as you think you are. I don't care what you've done or what you plan to do. I've done something you'll never do. I retired The Undertaker at WrestleMania. So maybe it's not that I don't want to fight you. Maybe I just don't need to.
You don't need to fight me. You are the high exalted Roman Reigns. You are the big dog. Everybody back there knows it. Everybody out here still kind of trying to figure it out. They go back and forth with you because when they look at you, they see what I see. A cheap-ass, corporately created John Cena bootleg. He ain't the guy. Dude, you're just a guy. A guy trying so desperately to fill shoes that you never will. And the reason you won't sign that is because you know if you do, your Roman Empire.
They boo you because first of all, you suck. And second of all, it's because they see right through you. You're a phony. You're a yes man who can learn how to do anything or be anything. So if you wrap all that up, you're just a fake. Not only that, he's a part-time and fake. And I'll be damned if I'm gonna bust my ass Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, every single week so you can hang out on the Today Show. Then jump on his big old bus, and hell, maybe I'll come to a WWE show if they pay me enough. But what are you really gonna do, John? What are you gonna do, huh? You're gonna jump off that bus with that big shovel. That's what you're gonna do, and you're gonna bury as much young talent as you can. But the thing is, the reason why you don't like me, what irritates you about me, you can't bury me, John. So now tell me this, why would I want to lessen myself, my legacy, my bloodline to be the next John Cena when I can be the one and only Roman Reigns?
You waltz down here and use the same pathetic excuse that every other single person before you has done. You, with all your gifts and all your opportunities, you have the gall to blame me. You gotta blame me. Fine, I've been hearing that racket for 10 years and I ain't tired yet. I'm strong enough. I've been called a lot worse by a lot tougher. I was honored and privileged to earn the United States title at this stage in my career and use it as a beacon of opportunity to introduce new superstars to the WWE like Kevin Owens and AJ Styles, just to name a few. You took the US title as a demotion. And you stand there and blame me. Fine, I blame you. I'm still here because you can't do your job. When it comes to this yard, you probably haven't learned it yet. There's only one rule: step up or step aside. And over the years, there's been a few to step up, but nobody to ever keep up. And then I finally hear about this one guy, the Roman Reigns, the one that can keep up. And now I look at you and I listen to you. You should be ashamed I'm a part-timer, because I can do this part-time better than you could ever do it full-time.
And that, ladies and gentlemen, is a restaurant quality burn.
I haven't seen a burn that bad since, well, pretty much since when Cena did the same thing to The Rock.
Yeah.
And he was shook.
You guys hear that? You hear that sizzling noise?
Yeah.
That's we're not cooking. That's just Roman Reigns still sizzling from that burn.
Someone give Roman... Actually, don't give Roman Reigns a burn heel.
As Dragman pointed out.
Dragman, gonna need a Sensi for that one. Yeah.
Oh, he's gonna need a whole bag for that one.
Oh, yeah.
Actually, now that I think about it, what is it about the Noe family that brings out the best burns from John Cena?
I don't know.
Anyway, so that was the big thing from this week. And last week, had we had a show, Paul Heyman would have been a clip of the week. Thankfully, he did show up twice. We'll get to him on segment 3. But of course, I forgot to say what we were doing. We have your news and everything else for segment 1. Of course, segment 3. Of course, your emails and comments and your winners and losers. And I was at Japan World Heroes and got a couple of wrestling stories, believe it or not.
Yay!
So we'll talk about that. I got a wrestling haul at a TWK event. I know, at a TWK event. Yes. I was just as surprised as you folks are. I was just as surprised then as you folks are surprised now. We'll get to those stories. And plus I haven't told them to T-Dub yet, so that definitely will feel fresh. Anyway.
Just one more thing, though, about the clip of the week.
Sure.
A couple of people who didn't like it were Dave Meltzer and Brian Alvarez of the Wrestling Observer.
They seem to enjoy it, but...
Yeah.
Not the clip I heard.
Anyway. Check your mic again, TW. It's giving you trouble tonight.
Yep.
Let's see.
It's either the noise or I think that's the wire. No, not the wire, but there's a switch or something you put to mute it.
Yeah. Everything seems to be coming clear on my end.
It's not coming clear on our end, though. It's kind of muffled.
Yeah.
That is strange because
that's what happens when we're out of practice for almost 2 weeks.
Do I sound good now?
There you go.
Yeah.
Hey.
Skype, just Skype. Stop doing these things to me.
It's either producing noises that with the old era of cell phones, or it's fucking with you.
Nonetheless,
anyway, news. I'm sure that news is as long as Chris Jericho's list of 1,004 holds.
Oh, it is gigantic. And first talking about the Cena Range promo.
Stop talking about me.
Anyways, it was fully, aside from Cena's line about, hey, it's called a promo. That whole
that was improv, and that's I actually on my cue card for the list of stuff to for the cues and everything else, I have seg 1 Cena v Reigns worked shoot promo, because that was scripted.
Yeah, everything else was scripted to the letter.
Yeah.
Vince went to both guys beforehand and literally just laid out everything that they were going to say. And after hearing that, Roman got some really weak material. Like, Jesus.
Yeah, if this was unscripted, it would not have felt as forced on Roman's part. I think this is a case of WWE acknowledging, this is Roman Reigns. Boo this man.
It feels like it, because Roman just got the weakest stuff, and Cena just came back with everything and just fired on all cylinders and just destroyed him.
Yeah, I mean...
Well, there was a... Oh, go ahead, Shin.
From what I saw, some of the comments he made, like, you're just a bitch and all that other stuff, it just felt so uninspired and juvenile, while Cena's just felt like...
Let's put it this way.
Vicious.
In the hands of a microphone professional, this would have felt more work, more shoot than work. In the hands of Roman Reigns, even I'm like, okay, there's some truths, and it feels like a shoot, but no, that's work.
I just feel like Roman should have been given better material.
Yeah. For what it is, it was a great promo, but it's one of those situations that I have to agree with you, TW. He got no.
Yeah, I mean,
he got nothing.
There's two things to it, though. One, and I've seen a couple articles on this, and that is, I think it does show the difference between, the better promo workers like Cena, Owens, Styles, and people like Reigns and others, in that even when you're given stripped, because Kevin Owens did an interview this week where he was talking about who has leeway with what they can introduce and ad-lib with. And it's like people like him and AJ and Cena are given more leeway because, they are given scripts, but they look to make it their own. That's the difference I saw. When Cena made his script his own, Roman didn't.
Yeah.
But the other thing is, this may lead to them ultimately saying, the gray area shit doesn't work. We need to turn Reigns heel fully. And they see that at No Mercy.
Yeah, but they're going to need to find an equal baby face to measure that out.
Yeah.
Yeah, but we're not saying that.
His name is Braun Strowman.
Yeah, but right now he's busy trying to not get suplexed by Brock Lesnar, and so far so good. We'll get to him in a minute. But by the way, check the chat, TW. Car Junkie made it.
Yes, he did, and he says his parents got a foot of water, and the area south of him is still underwater.
Yeah, this goes without saying for us, but obviously we have someone from Houston in the call. But if anyone else who is not in the chat who is listening in from the Houston Baytown, anything affected by Hurricane Harvey, please stay safe, stay dry. Obviously,
yeah. Pretty much anybody in Southeast Texas.
Yeah, anybody in that area. Obviously, our farts are with you. Hey, if you're listening to this, enjoy us being wrestling idiots for a couple hours.
Yeah.
More me than anybody else, but enjoy us being wrestling idiots for.
Yes, that goes without saying. But
anyways, as I was saying, let's see. I was talking about what I was going to say is Edge and Christian actually talked about this promo on their podcast. And
I believe I heard about.
And they were talking about. Yeah, and Edge and Christian, they were talking about this, and they were saying, whenever they would be handed scripts, they would be like, I'm not saying this. And they'll just do their own promo.
Basically, the case of, okay, we'll get the gist of it, throw the paper out, and say, okay, let's just get the big points out and goof off.
Yeah, the big story that they brought was Edge said that a new writer came on his first week and handed Edge 5 pages of script right before they went on air and just memorize this. And it's what is this? And he's like, it's your promo. He's like, I'm not doing this.
There you go.
There you go.
Yeah, but that was also different eras too.
No, that's basically the same era. That was
2000.
I would imagine that had to have been sometime between 2006 and 2009.
Yeah. So
the backstage sort of protocol hasn't changed that much.
No, not that I've seen or heard.
Maybe not from 2006, 2007 at least.
Anyways, moving on to other news.
Yeah.
Ric Flair seems to be doing okay. He's recovering.
Yeah, he's from the last time we checked in, he was going through a rough patch, and he was actually in a medically induced coma last time we checked in. This time around, he's been through surgery, whatever that surgery was, and now he's actually doing okay. They say that he's going into rehabilitation.
Mm-hmm.
And physical therapy, but that's good. That's a good thing. So
yeah.
Here's hoping he'll be back and elbow dropping Coates in no time.
Oh yeah, that would be the dream right there.
Yeah, and it seems like Charlotte will be rejoined the Road.
Yeah, she's rejoining the Road. There was an exclusive interview on the YouTube and /WB.com, and she was obviously not a promo. Just say, hey, thanks for the thoughts, guys. We felt it.
Yeah, and moving on to some bad news. Seems that Samoa Joe will be out of action for 6 weeks due to a knee injury.
And this may probably had something to do with why they're doing Reigns versus Cena as well. Which, by the way, the other thing that was said about why they're doing it is the NFL is now back.
Oh,
and they want to put something up against the NFL. Which makes sense, but, they got to do what they got to do. But
they got to do what they got to do. This is basically a ratings pop, and I'm like, that's at the very least a Big Four pay-per-view match.
Yeah.
But you know what? The way I see it, it's still the Staples Center.
Yeah.
They're probably looking to sell out the fucking building. Roman Reigns versus John Cena. Braun Strowman versus Brock Lesnar. That's a hell of a 1-2 punch.
That'll do it.
I just want a good pay-per-view. Regardless of whether it's a Big Four or not.
Yeah.
And in some more bad news, the flip-flopping of Raw's women's title continues.
I heard about that.
Well, somebody posted that I thought was a good point, which is that they're trying to tell a story that Sasha has a hard time defending the belt.
So they're saying Sasha's a terrible wrestler. That's the current story they're telling.
Yeah.
No. She's a great wrestler. She just can't defend the belt.
Which makes her look like a terrible wrestler.
But it
makes her look like a weak ass champion.
Yeah.
But it will make it when she finally does defend the belt successfully a big deal.
It's a terrible story. I don't like it. It's fucking terrible, and they just keep flip flopping the belt back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. There is no stability.
You know what, Mattis? Let's call it what it is. It's fucking over Sasha.
Yeah.
And she hates it. She is fucking tired of this shit. She did an interview earlier this week saying that when she shows up to Raw, she doesn't know what she's doing. She doesn't know if she's wrestling or cutting a promo. She doesn't know what the finish of the match is going to be before they tell her what it is. Like, she doesn't know anything of what's going on, and the women don't either. Like, it's just absolute chaos for the women's division. So fix it, WWE. Fix it.
Fix it or fuck off, Vinny.
At least you better fix it before Asuka gets there, because I'm not going to tolerate this shit happening to Asuka.
Oh, God. Hell no.
Oh, the plans are already in place to keep her winning streak and keep her winning.
Good.
Better.
No, they're just going to have her lose on Raw for no reason to Alicia Fox.
Hell no.
T-Dub, if that happens, we're quitting. We're not even going to give them the justification of us talking about it if they keep doing that shit.
If that happens, I will drive up to Connecticut and I will challenge Kevin Dunn to a street fight.
Get in line, dude. Get in line. I'm pretty sure King Ross has the front of it.
It'll be a handicap match.
As Devil points out, it's hilarious how Alexa Bliss attempts to knock the faces in. She ends up being right because she always beats them. And
by the way, Bobbert, I'm fucking kidding. All right. It'll probably be akin to us, T-Dub and I, making snarky remarks on the internet.
Oh, no, Bobber, don't retract it. No, that was a good Kevin Steen reference.
That was a good, but I will say this, what T-Dub said.
That was a good Kevin Steen reference.
That was a good Steen reference. We're not.
And if Matty quits, that means that Mattis becomes the new host.
He ain't doing it.
Actually, I will.
And so the Wrestle-Cast would enter a new, darker, Jewier chapter in its history.
Oh God, this is gonna turn into me calling myself Plumpy, isn't it?
Well, somebody has to be Plumpy.
I'm not Plumpy.
God damn it, Jack the Jobber. Why'd you have to fuck it up?
Because he is shitty at predictions.
Yeah, he is. He totally fucking is.
Anyways, in better news for the women's division, the first round of the Mae Young Classic aired on the WWE Network, and the two matches that I highly recommend are Sarah Logan versus Mia Yim and Tessa Blanchard versus Kairi Sane.
Which, Tessa Blanchard versus Kairi Hojo, for God's sakes.
Or as I like to refer to her as Mrs. Ricochet.
Actually, someone actually brought up the wrestling equivalent of Go-Kai Pink.
No, he's talking about Tessa Blanchard.
Oh, yeah. Okay, fair enough. Yep.
Interesting.
Yep.
I'm interested now.
Kairi's saying that's Go-Kai Pink, for those wondering.
Yeah.
Look at her matches. Look at her gear. Tell us we're wrong.
Oh, yeah. No, she's Go-Kai Pink, but would that make Shira, Go-Kai Yellow?
Shirai?
Io Shirai? Ooh.
Would that make her Go-Kai Yellow?
Maybe. That's too bad that she got DQ'd from a contract due to concussions. That's kind of a bullshit. But,
Concussion, yeah.
Anyways.
Such is life.
Most of the matches of the tournament are just kind of okay because a lot of them feature developmental talents that don't have much of any experience. In fact, one of them actually made their wrestling debut in the tournament, which I think was kind of bullshit.
Yeah, if you're gonna put someone in there that's actually worthy of the Mae Young Classic, I don't know, put in there anyone from the NXT Women's Division who has television time.
Wait a minute, who made their debut?
I can't remember who it was, but they were like, "Hey, this person's making their pro wrestling debut tonight." I'm like, "The fuck?
Yeah.
Why?" Like for something like this, I would not want somebody that green showing up. And thankfully, they weren't terrible. But then again, I can't remember who they were in the match with, but
you'll probably think of it next week. I'm pretty sure the next four matches, the next 4 nights are.
I can't remember. It may have been.
By the way, I was talking right there about it. By the way, Mattis, thanks for fucking us. Vanessa Bourne. No, I'm pretty sure Vanessa Bourne had a match before that. Now she had a qualifier, didn't she?
Possibly. Well, I guess that may have been the qualifier to see who replaced.
Yeah, the qualifier to Oh, the wife from China and from India. No, Zia Lee or something like that. No, those.
I'm pretty sure at least one of them was making their debut, and just don't put somebody's pro wrestling debut in such a huge stage.
And we're talking about Triple H. The last thing where he would do is put a complete green ass person in a tournament, for God's sake.
Yep. I will say this: if it was Zia Lee from China, I thought she looked good. I mean, then again, when you're in a short Asian dress and I have an ability
damn it.
Mattis, this is not hentai. This is professional wrestling.
I can have both if I want.
Not as long as you have that jar of lotion by your bed.
Yeah.
It's why I want to be the strongest in the world. No, but I thought she looked good. She's definitely a prospect, and she definitely needs more work. But I think her stage presence was really, really good overall. And I thought, again, being a young rookie going against Missy Martinez, I actually enjoyed that match.
Mercedes Martinez, by the way. Get the name right.
Yeah. Anyways, overall, pretty good start to the tournament. And
the thumb is up.
Only going to get better.
In general, the general consensus is the thumb is up for the first 4 episodes.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
That's what I've read.
And one more match that I think also should be watched is the main event for the first episode, which is Abby Lee. Abatha Lee, is it? Or is it Abby Lee?
Lath.
Abby Lath.
Abby Lath versus Jazzy Gabert. I don't have it
Jazzy Gabar, the German lady.
Yeah.
The former alpha female.
Excellent.
Now, the alpha female, a.k.a. real-life Mother Russia from Kick-Ass 2.
Oh, shit. That's nice.
Damn, that was a great match. Really enjoyed it. Back and forth.
And I'm just happy to see Kimberly in a WWE ring.
I know, right?
Anyways, Shawn Benjamin and Chad Gable made their debut as tag team this week, and my thumbs are up for that as well.
Yeah, I've seen clips of the match. It looked good.
I have to look that up.
Really good. You know what I like? I like that they threw in there some like inconsistencies to where like they seemed like they weren't completely in sync. Like there was where they made a tag and Gable was on the wrong side and like Benjamin had to go around to like do a kick or something. So like I love that they're putting that like they're not completely on sync yet.
Yeah, I do think that's a nice little bit of storytelling.
Mm-hmm.
So what do we call them?
The Golden Gophers.
No, I was gonna go with World's
Golden
Greatest
Alpha.
Tag Team 2.0.
Golden Alpha.
Golden Alpha.
There you go. That's a name.
Also, speaking of SmackDown, it seems that Bobby Roode might be shaping up to be the face of SmackDown, at least for whatever time he has left.
The thumb is up for that.
And that is why SmackDown is not just better than Raw. It is.
You want me? I got the thing.
Do the thing.
I got the thing. Repeat what you're gonna say so we can do it with the timing. If you,
Yep. With that, SmackDown is not just better than Raw. It is
glorious. No, I won't give in. I won't give in till I'm victorious. And I will defend.
Quick story. T-Dub and I, Easy and I, we had our jackets at the Japan World Heroes. We were so tempted to come in using the glory Bobby Roode's theme. We were thinking about it.
And quick note, Vince, if you touch that theme song, I will kick you in the dick so hard your stick will fly into orbit.
Okay then.
All right, fair enough. Okay, that's a little violent, but we're gonna keep going.
Moving to 2K18, over the past few weeks, we've seen the video game debut of several new people.
Yeah.
First up, we have Authors of Pain with Mr. Ellring.
I think he's making his video game debut too, if last time I checked.
Which is insane considering how long he managed the Road Warriors.
I know.
Yeah, I've never seen him in a video game.
Akira Tozawa.
Okay.
All the members of Sanity.
Yeah.
Nice.
Eric Young making his WB video game debut. Nice.
And we spoke of him earlier. Bobby Roode.
That entrance looks amazing, by the way.
That it does. Cedric Alexander.
Meh.
Yeah, you know what, man? Please sign Cedric to his video game. I'm like, you know what? I don't care if he's booked shit like shit. He earned it. He earned it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna give it to him.
Okay.
And he is one of the better ones on 205 Live.
He is such a good wrestler. He deserves all the airtime.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And speaking of deserving all the airtime, Ember Moon.
Yay.
Another entrance that looks amazeballs.
Johnny Gargano.
Johnny Wrestling.
Johnny Wrestling.
And following Mr. Garlic, it's Chompers.
Get to the it's Tommaso. Get to the Ciampa.
I still regret not buying that t-shirt while I had the chance.
Oh.
You poor bastard.
Psycho Killer. Qu'est-ce que c'est? Philip.
Somebody who was actually going to be in 2K17, but for 2K17, but for some reason got cut. WWE Hall of Famer Rick the Model Martel.
Come on. By the way, not this week, but next week we're playing an Arrogance ad. I did not have that set up. I had to know. I had a classic wrestling toy commercial set up. But
the only way to improve your game is with arrogance.
Oh God!
You'll take your online play to the next level and beyond. Arrogance for only the best players in the world.
Fucking hey, we got a parody right here, right, man? Write that shit down.
Speaking of video games, TJP is also going to be in the game.
Hey, there you go.
Also,
and it's Shovel
Roderick Strong.
Roddy making his video game debut.
And this one surprised me the most, considering they're currently not really being shown on NXT, but TM61 are going to be in the game.
Wow. Well, they were. You know what? I think they were sort of prominent.
Yeah, but
last year,
I believe it's Nick Miller that's currently out with an injury.
Yes, they were a little bit more prominent before that injury, and that's usually around the time 2K and Ukes kind of start setting up. Okay, who do we have? Who do we put in on our next roster? So, sort of surprising, but I'm like, you know what? No, I'm good. No, it's good. Good for them. Video game debut.
Mm-hmm. And the PWA 500, number 1 is Kazuchika Okada.
I believe it's Okada Kazuchika.
Nonetheless, he is number 1.
Number 1. First Japanese star to pull it off. First New Japan star to pull it off.
First Japanese person in general to be number 1.
Yep. You know what? He earned it.
I actually have a problem with it.
Of course you do.
Yeah, of course.
And it's not even John Cena. It has nothing to do with John Cena. I have one question for you, T-Dub. Where's Tetsuya Naito?
He's in the list. He's in the list.
But where is he?
I don't know. I haven't seen the full list myself.
We have not seen the full list, but we do know he's not in top 10 yet.
Yep.
To which I say, bullshit!
Well, here's the thing. They go by, like, win-loss records.
Yeah, it's not just work rate and everything else. They do keep a little bit of kayfabe in the win-loss department as well.
Mm-hmm. I know, but as far as I'm concerned, any top 10 list in wrestling right now that does not have Tetsuya Naito at the very least number 2 is bullshit.
You know what? Okay, can I just do something? By the way, the way you're spelling it right now, that's not tranquilo. It's Tetsuya Naito.
Naito.
That's what I said, Tetsuya Naito.
Do you need some NyQuil? I got.
It's Tetsuya Naito or whatever you try to say it. You know.
By the way, do you know who does have a problem with the list?
What?
Joey Ryan.
So that's the asshole causing all the hubbub.
Do you know why?
Why?
Because he thinks that Cody Rhodes should be in the top 10 because Cody Rhodes is a part of WrestleMania, Bound for Glory,
Final
Battle,
and Wrestle Kingdom.
Yeah. All within the well, no, I wouldn't have been in the same period, I think.
It was all within one 365-day period.
Yeah.
Which is insane.
Which is amazing.
But I'm happy about the list simply because The Miz made it at number 10.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, he was number 10.
Miz deserves it.
Yeah, Miz
earned it.
Has really stepped up his game.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously, I'm jokingly, because it's not really a list to get upset about at all, because it's a wrestling list, and it's part kayfabe, because they partly keep kayfabe. I've never, ever gotten upset about any PWI wrestling list, because they do it to sell magazines. But at the same time, if we're going to be talking about who should be ranked...
Hey, you know what? They kept Kenny Omega on the top in the top 10, which if he wasn't, then bullshit beeth calleth.
And Shinsuke is on the top 10, and AJ is on the top 10.
Yeah.
Do you guys know what is not bullshit and what is a shoot?
What?
Oh,
the fact that John O'Clock is officially dead.
Yeah. I saw I was literally setting up the tweets for tonight's show, and on the Hootsuite, the first thing that pops up is King Rock's laying to bed the John O'Clock. I'm like, wait, what? Yeah, the news is JBL is stepping away from the commentary duties to, quote, help children, is what I read. I don't know. It's not the actual the actual quote.
Are you sure are you sure it's not help children by taking their money and pushing them downstairs?
No, he actually has a charity that he's been running in Bermuda to help underprivileged kids.
Yeah, that's and I think that's something that requires his attention, but part of me is happy because fucker doesn't. The whole Mauro Ronaldo situation did not help him.
Yep, and he's got a track record even longer than that.
Yeah, but I'm like, God damn it! There goes John O'Clock.
I'm gonna miss him personally because I've enjoyed him on commentary.
I have a feeling that this is where Otunga's going to come back in, which means Shin, we're gonna have Otunga and Byron Saxton on the same show,
and not Michael Cole. I mean Tom Phillips in the middle.
Okay, I'll tell you what,
boys.
Okay, I'll tell you
boys.
Hold on, Shin's got something.
Go ahead.
I'll settle for this. If David Otunga learns to wear a proper suit that is not a crime against fashion, and if someone can hold up a life-size portrait of Nia Jax to distract Byron Saxton, then I'll be happy.
Did you see the picture of Nia Jax that she put up on Twitter this week?
Yes, indeed.
Oh, you know what, man? I don't care.
Someone just needs to take that photo, blow it up, and just put it right in front of Byron Saxton for SmackDown this week.
Yeah.
If they did that, the only thing he would be doing, the only thing that Byron would be doing is his best Aku impression.
Oh.
But actually, speaking of Nia Jax, did you know that she's getting a new theme song?
Oh
no! Everyone's new theme song has been worse than their previous one.
No, they actually released a clip of it. Let me play it for you. Evolution is a mystery.
Oh
yeah, the most
main event,
face turn since Randy Orton.
Yeah.
And Bobbert says, Shin would rather have Mojo back.
Ooh.
Bobbert, if you say something like that again, I will reach over there and remove your endocrine system from your body.
Hey, Shin, you okay? Because you got some violent words coming out of you tonight. You're usually chill.
Well,
he becomes like this whenever you bring up Mojo Rawley.
Ah, fair enough.
What this more than likely is going to be is that Booker T is going to be, when he comes back to Raw, they're going to have King, possibly, on SmackDown.
No!
You know what? I was going to say, no matter what the situation is, boys, Shin, I believe the three of you do the riff down. You're gonna be the best commentary team for that show.
I don't want the King.
You're saying you don't want lame jokes that were stale 20 years ago?
I'd rather have David Otunga in his tacky suits than Jerry the King Lawler.
You know what? Think of it like this, then. Yes, David Otunga is going to look like shit, but they have the fashion police on SmackDown.
Okay, there's that.
Yeah, there you go.
And at least he wears a suit other than Jerry Lawler, who always wears a T-shirt.
Yeah, easy on the Bedazzler. They're T-shirts, they're T-shirts. It's a T-shirt, not a chandelier.
We could have a miracle, and they could ask Corey Graves to do double duty.
No. Well, actually...
We can only be so lucky. Anyways,
yeah.
Moving on to our next bit of news, Bauer brought it up earlier in the chat. Reality Wrestling is going to be broadcasting their December pay-per-view on Fight TV.
Yay!
And Maddie, your favorite Power Ranger is going to be a special guest for that show.
Wait, JDF?
Yes.
Yay!
No, actually, not yay. Fair enough. Star Power.
He is your number
whatever.
one in your heart and your soul.
That's not a one. That's a bird.
We all know that all the senshis throughout all the decades of Tokusatsu, he is your favorite.
No.
Wait a minute, T-Dub, do you have a button for that too?
No, I don't have any buttons.
No button.
Also, Matty, do you know what tournament is occurring right now over in England?
King of Trios, right?
Yes. It's occurring today, tomorrow, and Sunday. So I cannot wait to have time this weekend to watch it.
Yeah, me neither. It's gonna be fun. That UK crowd's gonna be something. I hope they keep it PG, unlike the German crowd a few years back.
Indeed.
You know what a weird thing? Watch it. I have the thing. Chikara did a 2-night stint in Germany, and Germany did not give a fuck.
I would like to believe that England is much better, which is why they chose that crowd. I can at least say that everyone in Norfolk kept it PG when they came here.
We can only hope. We can only hope.
Let's see. We have to talk about this news, unfortunately. Triple Mania happened this past weekend, and
I wanted to watch it so goddamn bad.
And during the women's match, Sexy Star and another luchadora were shooting on each other. Sexy Star got pissed and decided to take out her frustrations on Rosemary, so she put Rosemary in an armbar and intentionally popped it out of the sockets just so Sexy Star could win the belt.
Yeah.
And of course, there's a lot of people. The entire wrestling world came together in the world's biggest "Frick you."
You know what? I've had about a week, about 8 days to think about this.
Well, actually, one quick question, Matty. Have you been able to see it on Twitch? Because I'm pretty sure they've had to been showing the replay.
No, I'm
pretty sure they archived the show on there because.
Yeah,
I have not yet gotten the chance to even watch because there was another match at Dr. Wagner Jr. where I believe you're.
Yeah, well, we're gonna get to that. But first,
we're gonna get to that.
But that's on the list a little later in the segment. We're already over. Awesome, we're already over time. But I think pretty much everyone has said their piece, and it's everyone saying. Well, actually, let me paraphrase Mr. Rogers, Mr. Fred Rogers. Can you say blackballed? I know you could.
Yep.
God. You know what?
So much. Go ahead, Matty.
There's a lot of people throwing around the CUNT word at Sexy Star, and that's pretty accurate.
I hear in Britain that's a compliment.
No, not if you're Hulk Hogan on OSW review.
Well, they're Irish.
Yeah. I used to have so much respect for her, and
can I ask you something, Tito? Mattis, you can join out on this. How did we go from match of the year or one of the matches of the year to fuck that bitch?
Because she showed her true unprofessional colors.
Did you read her letter that she?
Oh yes,
posted?
that list of excuses that she tried to give out.
Oh yeah, I mean, what? I'm sorry. The quote unquote apology, Dr. Evil quotation marks here.
Wait. Smell that? Smell that?
Yeah, I smell that. It smells like bee. It smells like bee. It ends in bullshit.
Also, if anyone wants to know just how far this went, Road Dogg himself took it upon himself to call up bookers to ban her from multiple promotions here in the States.
Yeah, and people are saying, "Oh, it's a work. It's a work." Look, no matter how good a work, if people are saying it's a work, then you're watching too much fucking wrestling. Because, I know I've watched wrestling for a long time, and I've seen some work shoots, but it never would have involved someone purposely injuring another wrestler.
Let's put it this way. Let's put it this way, gentlemen. There is a difference between a wrestling armbar and an MMA legit armbar. I've seen pictures. That's an MMA armbar. That's a shoot. She tried to break her fucking arm.
I saw the last part of that match. yeah, she was cranking back on it even after she dislocated it. And she can make all the excuses she wants. I mean, she was upset. Sure enough, they were shooting in that match, but Rosemary had nothing to do with that shit.
Yeah,
she was
Rosemary was effective, trusting everyone else. You know, the whole idea of wrestling behind the scenes, this is what I've learned from being behind the scenes on a couple of shows, is that you put your complete and utter trust in the other human being that you're facing off that night. Yeah. And the idea is, you both make it. Yes, you'll have some bumps and some bruises, as it's professional wrestling, not ballet. But at the end of the day, you know, you go to the back of the curtain, you have a water or whatever you want to drink, and at the end of the night, you walk off, all limbs intact.
But you know, it also, again, I think this also goes to showing how protected Sexy Star has been for a long time in AAA promotion. To the fact that she thought she could do this and get away with it.
On like, Triple Mania, their biggest showcase that they've ever had.
I know, but like she's been protected. Like I remember her being protected like this when I was started watching AAA promotion back in 2007. So yeah, she's been protected a long time as one of their biggest stars. I mean, you just look at how she was promoted on Lucha Underground and in a way protected. You know, and again, it's not excusing her, but like, there's no way she can't have a big head, and she obviously thought she could get away with doing anything because she's one of their biggest stars.
I don't think even Hulk Hogan at his douchebaggiest ever went so far as to legitimately injure someone.
No, he'll just try to politic his way above them.
Yeah. Even Brett and Shawn, who back in the day hated each other, they were still professional enough that when they were in the ring, they trusted each other not to like fucking cripple them for fucking life.
Yeah, and I have actually a story about this. Steve Corino absolutely hates Bruce the Barber Beefcake. He hates him with every fiber of his being. And during a tour in Canada, he was actually booked to wrestle him. You know what Corino did? Nothing.
He wrestled them. There was a match. It happened. They shook hands, and they went on. They went off the. Yep. They took care of business, and the business was done. I said, "Okay, you can fuck over there, and I'll be over here."
Because the moment you start injuring people on purpose, that's the moment that promoters and other wrestlers start looking at you and going, "Okay, can I really trust this person? Because what if they start something backstage, and all of a sudden, what do I do? Like, you have to book who you can trust." So. Like we said earlier, this is effectively blackballed Sexy Star from most promotions in the world.
If Vampiro, if by some dumb luck chance Vampiro happens to be listening to this, no, fuck your money. You fire that bitch. I don't care how much money you make. You make a statement by saying she was unprofessional. It was beyond the code of conduct. She's gone. Dana White would have fired her that night. In public.
Vince would have fired her
in public.
In public. And what the worst part about this for me is, in that entire little letter she posted, she didn't offer a word of apology to Rosemary and didn't even know about her condition. She just said, I don't know who that was. I don't know what her condition is. So yeah, fuck, I can't believe I'm saying this, but fuck you, Sexy Star, and I'm not talking about in the sexual way.
Blackball Sexy Star.
If there's anything positive that comes out of this, it is, though, the reaction by the wrestling community.
Yeah.
If you want to know how strong we are as a wrestling community, like this, along with the speech that Adam Pompier made on Fighting Back a couple months ago.
Yeah.
I've never been prouder as a wrestling fan for those moments.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, let's move on to a happier moment. Psycho Clown became the biggest star of AAA when he defeated Dr. Wagner in a Lucha de Apuestas Máscara contra Máscara match.
Basically, a mass versus mass. Even I know the name Dr. Wagner Jr. And I don't watch Lucha Libre.
Yeah, this guy has been pretty much one of the biggest stars in Lucha Libre, and he's been wrestling for fucking ever. And I didn't think that he was going to lose the match because people like him, those veterans who've been around forever, they have like Lucha de Puestas matches all the time. They always win. And so to see him actually lose, and I was like,
30 years.
Yeah, like the fuck?
30 years. But you want to know
like
what?
Mil Máscaras, Blue Demon Jr., Dos Caras Sr., like people like that, they just keep their masks forever. LA Park still has his mask.
A couple of things about this. One, better than Mayweather versus McGregor. Like, all you fuckers paid $70 for that. $100 for that shit. And I got to see something 100 times better for free on Twitch. I actually felt they kind of gave away the ending of the match when they revealed that his son was coming down to the ring with him.
I wasn't aware of that because I was watching the Spanish commentary.
Well, I was watching the English, and they talked about how the person in the green mask was his son.
I kind of knew I kind of sort of figured that Psycho Clown was going to win when Wagner started ripping at his mask. I was like, is Psycho going to win? Because whenever somebody gets their mask ripped up, that means they're going to win.
But the thing also is that Psycho, because I saw Psycho when he debuted in AAA, when him and the other insane,
the other parts of what used to be Los Psycho Circus, Monster Clown and Zombie Clown.
Yeah, when they debuted and they went undefeated.
Yeah, they went like over 100-0, I think.
Yeah, and so like Psycho is big, and he just be getting bigger opportunities every Triple Mania, and so I knew for all those reasons he could win. But I thought it was a great match. More importantly, I love that they set up the story because yes, Wagner had to unveil himself, but they basically set up the story that his son is now going for revenge to get
El Hijo de Dr. Wagner Jr.
Yeah.
So yeah, aside from that though, from what I've heard, Triple Mania was kind of a shit show.
Yeah.
So basically, a repeat of last year, except there's a little bit more of cuntage then.
Yeah. I mean, to be fair, honestly, because I caught the women's match on the rerun, because actually what happened is I turned it on, I was watching the pre-show, and right about the time that the actual show started, I fell asleep.
Oh.
But I woke up just in time to watch the main event. So, yeah.
By the way, I have to say, Dr. Wagner Jr. looks pretty badass.
Yeah, he kind of looked like. I was trying to think of the name. Motherfucker. I was trying to think of the name all week.
The most interesting man in the world.
Ron Perlman from Sons of Anarchy.
Yeah, he does.
At least from that angle that you posted, from that angle when he was cutting that promo, or talking into the microphone. I'm like,
he does look like Mexican Ron Perlman.
I know,
but
right?
Leaner,
a little leaner, obviously, but just in the facial area. You know what I mean, with the beard and everything. I'm just saying,
Now, moving on to a more well put together Lucha Libre show, Lucha Underground. We now have a match set for Ultima Lucha 3, Phoenix versus Marty the Moth Martinez, and Lucha de Apuestas, Máscara contra Caballero.
So, mask versus hair.
Yes.
Oh.
Yeah. Why do I get a sudden image of Marty the Moth Martinez looking like Fester from the Addams Family?
Because that's what he's gonna look like on the after Ultima Lucha.
When they get they're gonna get the shaving cream.
Yes. By the way, thanks to 2 straight weeks of Marty the Moth Martinez retweeting me, my phone blows up every time I watch Lucha Underground now.
He started following me a couple weeks ago.
Yeah, he follows a whole bunch of fans. He's cool like that.
Yeah. That makes him awesome in my book.
Yeah.
And who else? But do you know who else is awesome?
Sorry for all the porn.
No, fuck's sake.
You know who else is awesome? the people who main evented this week's Lucha Underground, Son of Havoc and Son of Madness, who had one hell of a street fight.
Yeah, that was an amazing one.
Always delivers. And I don't think Son of Madness, aka Giant Good Time, has a Twitter.
Really?
Now,
Yeah, I noticed because I tried to find him when I was tagging him on the tweet. Unfortunately, I could not find him. So if he has Twitter, I could not find it.
so how long is it till Ultima Lucha Trace?
At this point, I have no fucking clue. I thought we were already getting there, but we're still a couple weeks away, it seems. Like
I have a conspiracy theory, and that is that they're going to keep it off as long as possible so that they can keep Ricochet under contract.
Well, the thing is, they already recorded all their episodes already for season 3.
Yeah, it's all recorded, including Ultima Lucha. So
They're probably going to go on another hiatus all of a sudden right before.
no, they're not. They legally they can't.
Unless El Rey makes them.
Anyway,
moving on to Global Force Wrestling, we have a new global champion, and his name is Eli Drake. Yeah, Eli. Yeah, Drake. Yeah, he's a champion. Yeah.
That ain't no dummy.
Yeah,
It's just a fact of life.
That makes me really happy, especially when it came down to Eddie Edwards and Eli Drake in the finals of that gauntlet, because that pretty much told everyone, hey, we're not just going to be focusing on WWE guys like we have in the past. We're focusing on our guys, the guys that we built up. So here you go. And then to even cement that point home further, next week, Eli Drake, in his first defense, will be against Matt Sydal.
oh, that's gonna be awesome. Oh, just the sound of that's gonna be awesome.
And while we're on GFW, can I just say, Congo Kong has the oddest wrestling body I have ever seen.
He looks fine to me.
No, he has a big body, yet his arms and legs are really, really skinny.
I never noticed that.
Yeah, I was like, I don't find him intimidating at all. I'm like, dude, you need to hit the weights or something. You eat some protein. You look like your arms would just snap off at the shoulder.
Well, that's why he does a body splash.
All I see every time he does a body splash, the only thing I notice is his titties. That's it.
Oh my god!
I think that's supposed to be the point.
That's why most people don't move out of the way. They're hypnotized by his flying man tits.
Hey, Shin. The whole perverted titty master, that's my gimmick. Stop stepping on it.
Oh,
I'm just speaking the truth. I mean, when compared to Abyss, Congo Kong just does not intimidate me. I just feel bad for him.
You know who I don't feel bad for? The returning Petey Williams.
Oh yeah, little Petey Pump.
yeah,
It's good to see him back in wrestling again. His first match in a few years.
yeah.
Welcome back to Pro Wrestling Canadian Destroyer. I know pretty much everyone does that move now, but he was among the first.
Yep, Scott Steiner may be the hookup, but little Petey Pump is who you look up.
Also, it's nice to see the Canadian Destroyer back on TV. I'm just going to say that right now.
Proper person.
Yeah, by the guy who does it correctly.
Well, it's actually a two-man move, but yeah.
Yeah.
Anyways, that after almost over an hour now. That's the news.
That's about an hour, almost 50. Yeah, that is over an hour. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not.
Yeah.
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 And if you think anything, this is for a 4-man booth tonight. If you didn't think we're going to go over an hour on the first segment, you're a dummy.
Dummy, yeah.
Yeah.
One more time.
Dummy, yeah.
There you go.
When I say dummy, you say yeah. Dummy,
Dummy,
yeah.
yeah.
Shut up,
Dummy,
I'm talking to you,
yeah.
I'm talking to me.
Wait. I got a better one. If you think the four of us weren't going to go an hour on the first segment, you know what that makes you? You know what happens to people who looks at us and don't realize that we're going to go more than an hour in the first segment? You know what happens?
I got a button for this.
You just made the list.
And those of you who are deciding to leave, I just got one question for you. Where do you think
you're going?
We're not through with you yet.
Oh, yeah. Anyway. Enough of the fat thing about the hot dog and grandstand. Let's get to it. It's time for your emails and comments of the week. You can send them at the Wrestle-Cast@gmail.com. Ooh, where do I start this week? I start with LPH, actually.
Okay.
And before I do, Rangers Top 5, November 3rd to the 5th. The Holiday Inn Holiday Inn and Suites, Orlando, Florida, across Universal Studios, 5905 South Kirkland Road. And a little bit of an announcement. We had the Ranger Recap, the show that goes on, the day before us here. We're gonna have the opportunity to announce the very last guest for that con. Now, that's all we know. We don't know when we'll be allowed to actually say it. All we do know is that when we are able to do it, we will announce it via an interview with Mikey and Jonimus Prime to help us out with that. So, and they hope to have someone from the con, a Power Ranger guest to help us out with that. So keep an eye on that. We will tell you when it is time, and we will tell you what exactly you'll get to find out from that particular interview. Yes. Anyway, on to LPH's, I guess you could say rant? Hey guys, let's pray for everyone in Texas and TWK's laptop.
Thank you.
And now let's get pissed off at one Marty Jannetty, dude. I am skipping this.
Skip.
No.
Skip.
And Sexy Star, I don't care if you have a depression. What you did is unprofessional, you CUNT. That's how he spelled it. He did say cunt, but I'm going to spell it. And, fuck that. And you get the fuck out like that Japanese bitch from 5 or 6 years ago. The name still escapes me. And I wanted to make reference of that, but I just could not think of the name. Let's see. Oh, and I'm not finished with you, Raw. And Raw, that Cena Reigns promo was fun, but what I see is Roman Reigns got fucked more than that New Day Usos rap battle. And then the New Day in that rap battle against the Usos, I believe you're just trying to say. Overall, a good week of, PW 500 hit, and some people are pissed. But I'm okay with it. I have no winners and losers. Just pray for big techs. Bye, guys. All right. Next up is T-Dub.
Let's see. How should I do it? Oh, yeah. French. Otaku.
Very nice. Very nice indeed.
I thought you were going to go into kung fu fighting there for a minute.
Shintiger was kung fu fighting. His face was fast as lightning. His tongue was shining.
By the way, he sent us an email last week, not realizing that we were off last week. So he starts with saying, "Hello, Wrestle-Cast. Yeah, I know, I goofed last week. I didn't realize that you, dear Matty, you've been on vacation. To which I say a massive big up to you. As for myself, I'm 2 weeks away from the end of my mission, and so much deserved vacations. And yes, I'll attend some conventions, which will be so much kick ass. Anywho, time to look at This Week in Wrestling. Raw. Dear Roman, you have been roasted by John Cena on Monday. I'm serious. Even with the highlights, it was painful for Vince's favorite pod dog. To quote Mutin Roshi, I get the feeling this is not the first time I'm in the bun in this segment.
Gonna need a sensu for that one.
Yep. Yep. In other news, Lesnar will face Braun Strowman at No Mercy. Balor can't be at peace with Bray being a massive dick. And Alexa Bliss regains her belt after just 1 week. Only for Nia Jax to have doing a react of Evolution's betrayal. Gee, that's the second time Alexa got involved into a reinterpretation of an awesome segment. Although, let's be fair, gentlemen, at least the electric chair was done better than the that thing that was very, very bad that I don't want to bring up again.
Oh, you mean the worst segment of the goddamn motherfucking year?
Yeah, that. SmackDown Live. So next week, Shinsuke Nax versus Randall Orton for a shot at the Jinder Mahal's title. I have the feeling this is going to turn up to a triple threat match.
When did this happen?
I'm just not hearing about it.
No. Wait, what? I'm blocked by JBL.
What?
You lucky motherfucker.
What? Did you tweet him?
No!
What?
When the fuck did this fucking happen?
He heard that you talked about John O'Clock.
Oh my god!
It's John O'Clock, motherfucker!
Oh hell yeah, I'm in that, man. Oh, it's John O'Clock, mother. Get in there! Get the fuck in there! Oh.
And he said he was blocked by JBL. I'm like, oh, sucks to be you. Click on JBL. Like, the fuck?
Wait, hold up. Let me check.
Yeah, it's at JC Layfield.
Well, I follow JBL, so let me see if I'm blocked.
Wait, so literally you just tweeted someone who just saying, I've been blocked by JBL, and you said that sucks to be you, and then
no,
you
I just
got
said
blocked.
to him, I was thinking that in my head.
Oh my god. Wow. Fucking wow. Anyway. I got a feeling it's going to turn into a triple threat match. For the rest, Tamina is now the Rusev Light with Lana as a manager. I already missed their tandem. Usos got their step for the next counter with the New Day, and Bennett is back, but he lost in a short time to Bobby Roode. Nothing much to say. Mae Young Classic. By the time the show will air, I'll have seen all 4 episodes of the first round, but the first episode, holy shit! Match of the night for me was Kimberly versus the Alpha Female. Awesome sauce. But it's nothing when I'll witness Kairi Hojo's awesome elbow drop. Can't wait for round 2, he says.
Oh, Colton 62 is also blocked.
Yeah, I wonder if he...
Did he just go on a massive blocking spree on his way out of commentary?
I think he did.
He ain't blocked me.
And no, he hasn't blocked me yet.
Did he just go, okay, block this motherfucker, block this person, block, you're blocked, block you, block you, block you, you're cool, block you.
I like your hair, block you, block you.
You know what? Hold on, let me... Yeah, there it is. Base, I think JBL just went this.
Hey, fuck you, I'll be fucking you later, fuck you, and I don't even know you.
That makes sense?
About as much sense as it could possibly make.
I mean, that's random.
I mean, goddamn.
Lucha Underground, Prince Puma, and Johnny Mundo and Phoenix versus...
Nope, I still have him.
Alright. Prince Puma versus Johnny Mundo and Phoenix for... Prince Puma versus Johnny Mundo and Phoenix versus Martinez in a hair versus hair match are officially set for Ultima Lucha Free. And for the rest, the end of the season is near, except that I'll see a sexy star differently. I'll get to that. Winners, Mae Young Classic. Go watch it. It's awesome. Kushida being the winner of the WCPW World Cup, the Professional Wrestling World Cup. I did watch that. That was an amazing final, by the way. Also, and he breaks it up, only be interrupted by the Prestige. A better cliffhanger than every storyline on Raw. Well said. John Cena destroying Roman Reigns during the contract signing. Reigns, look at your kneecaps. Shot both of them. Now you don't have any.
Losers. And you don't have any arms either.
Oh. Also, no balls. No balls. Losers, anyone in the Texas area, my prayers go to the victims and those who have survived that catastrophe. Samoa Joe being injured, first big cast in Asuka, and now it's Joe. Man, this company can't get a rest, especially in the 24/7 environment. Sexy Star put it simple, she legit injured Rosemary with a cross-arm breaker that popped out of her arm out of the socket during a AAA Triple Mania. After the fiasco with the Reina's title, now this. Sexy Star, I'm sorry, but I've lost all respect towards you. You are like Yoshihiko. Thank you. You are like Yoshiko, a cunt. Insert Spanish insults here.
Yeah, because Yoshihiko is actually a very good wrestler.
Yeah.
Yoshiko
is a cunt.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And LPH says that JBL didn't block him. He blocked JBL.
It's not the same. It's not the same.
It's not the same, though. It's not the same.
What the hell did you just say, Sentai Hero?
Knee injury?
You know, actually...
He's referring to Joe.
I wonder...
Kota 62. He's referencing the fact that French Otaku put taxes into the losers because they're having a bad time.
Oh.
You know.
About to say. Okay. Never mind.
Losers. It's not just this guy's fucking up. It's like I feel bad for this guy. You know.
It's I know. Just
I think that interpretation makes sense.
Yeah.
That's it for this week. And yes, for some people, it's back to school time. I'm staring at Matis right now.
Hi. I'm enjoying history of modern Europe, magic, paganism, and witchcraft.
No, you're not.
Yes, I am. Actually, that is a class I have.
Really?
Yes.
All right. Hey, I'm not. I'm not gonna. I'm not complaining. When I was in college, one of the classes was a film studies class where we watched sci-fi movies.
Oh, I have that too. That's on my.
That's how I watched Brazil and Blade Runner for the first time. By the way, so
right now, our homework assignment for that class is to go out and watch Citizen Kane.
Nice.
Now, that's some fucking homework right there, man.
By the way, I chose to be in the Europe class, by the way, just in case anybody was wondering.
All right, fair enough. That's fair enough. Anyway, Hairball is next, and he wants me to hit this little button right over here, so I'm going to hit that. Rip is looking at a screen that shows Fat Boy somewhere in the BFE, Missouri. What the fuck does BFE mean? Anyway. Rip, Fat Boy. Fat Boy. Fat Boy! Hairball, what? Time for comments. Oh, hey guys, as you can see, I am in Missouri. I'm tired as hell. No, really, I am. Sorry if I'm repeating a few things. NXT TakeOver was awesome. Why? Because again, Adam Coke, baby. You misspelled that, by the way. He actually typed in Coke.
Baby.
Check your mic, D-Dub.
He is the cheap CZW version of Adam Cole.
Oh.
Adam Cherry Coke, baby.
Oh.
Adam Vanilla Coke, baby.
Hey, yo, Adam. No, I'm not gonna say Diet Coke. That'll be insulting.
Adam Coke Zero, baby.
Wait. No. Shane, you have to do it right now. It's Adam Coke Zero Sugar, baby.
Oh, that shit. Yeah.
Which tastes no different. It's new Coke all over again.
Oh, bumfucked Egypt. That's what I mean. Say, hey, I'm using a phone. We're just ribbing you, dude. Calm down.
Also, if you want to help yourself out, turn off autocorrect.
Yeah.
Yes.
Or check your email before sending it. Sometimes the red squiggly lines will show up. Anyway. In hindsight, SummerSlam was actually a pretty decent pay-per-view, and even SmackDown acknowledged that that the Usos match was match of the night there. Honore Cornetto. What? Damn you, Cornette. Seriously hating on Eli Drake as GFW champion. Hey, Matty, isn't there an Eli button? Well, I'm glad you asked there. And after ribbing you like that, I think, yeah.
Dummy, yeah.
I'm going to hit that one more time.
Dummy, yeah.
That felt good. Anyway.
Good stuff.
Rip, hey, fat boy, what about the Marty Jannetty thing? I am skipping that.
No.
No, for the record.
About Marty Jannetty.
For the record, he did call Marty Jannetty a sick freak. But that's all I'm going to say there.
He's Marty Jannetty for a reason. We don't talk about Marty Jannetty.
Yeah, whatever happened to that rule?
Shawn Michaels doesn't even talk about Marty Jannetty.
SmackDown continues to be glorious. Owens is pissed. And wait, what's this? JBL is leaving? SmackDown? Yes! And I think it may be a button. Really? You know, he wants me to hit the glorious button, but I don't know. I think in this case it'd be more like the hey, you know.
When I was going to check on Twitter to see if I was blocked and saw that I wasn't. You know, there was a tweet that was underneath the announcement where he goes, you know, at 50 years old, I want to do something to make the rest of my life count, or something along those lines. And I can't help but wonder if maybe he's gotten cancer or something that he's not telling, obviously, the rest of the world because it's personal. And maybe that's part of the reason.
I choose not to read into that shit.
I'm just saying that it might put things in a different perspective.
Anyway.
And Colt, where have you been? We already talked about JBL leaving the first segment.
Yeah.
This is the spot where Matis Leonhart brings the entire show to a screeching stop.
Oh, God. No, this time it's not your fault. I'm actually trying to find a button here. Yeah, we're busy in the button department tonight here. In case you haven't noticed.
Just make sure you don't hit that button.
Well,
hi, Sarah.
Sarah.
Yep.
Hello.
She's listening into this in the background.
Ah, all right, fair enough.
She's the woman who's doing all the artwork from a book. So.
Oh, very nice.
Very nice. Very nice.
Have we discussed it yet, Sarah?
No. See, the question is, have I disgusted her yet? There's nothing y'all motherfuckers can say that's going to disgust her. I'm the one who's going to disgust somebody.
You know what? Just for bringing that up, hey, Matis, Dave.
Matty, you have a button for that now.
Yeah, I do, actually. I just about to hit that little thing. There.
You've been Dave!
There's a button.
There's a button right there.
And I deserve that because my first thought when I hear that button is, oh, it's the can. So we're going to the Moulin Rouge?
God damn it. Why do you have to make me set every goddamn thing up again and again? God damn it.
I'm going to pretend you did not say that.
Can I read the rest of this email and set up this button properly?
Go ahead.
Yes.
God damn it. All this for a Master Roshi button, for God's sake. Anyway. And Raw, Cena burned the holy ever-loving blue fuck out of Roman Reigns. 1, thank you, Cena. 2, hey, Roshi, what do you think about this?
Gonna need a sensu for that one.
We're getting some mileage out of that button, by the way. I'm glad to hear.
I certainly would, and you haven't proven me wrong.
Yeah.
Well, considering the last episode of Dragon Ball Super, It's kind of appropriate that he's getting a lot of use out of it.
Yeah. We watched that episode at the hotel when we were at Japan World Heroes, and yeah, that was the prominent thought there. I'm glad to hear some of our Texans, namely Shin, Bobbert, Easy, and Mike Shell, are okay. # fuck Harvey. The thumb is up there. Winners, all those helping with recovery and those who went out of their way to help rescue people. Yeah, we here at the Fallen Society, while we may not commit many shenanigans, we do recognize that you have what you have done. Thank you. Adam Cole's another winner. Do we a reason? The answer is no. We do not really have a reason for Adam Cole. Cena, no explanation reading. He burned Roman good. Strowman, he made Brock his bitch 2 nights in a row. Dumpster Fires, aka Losers. 1 James E. Cornette. I've already hit the Eli Drake button, Hairball. But hey, Eli Drake. I'm sorry. So James E. Cornette. Eli, he says.
Gummy, yeah.
Damn, that feels good. Roman, I don't think there's enough burn heals to help that burn. JBL. Bye, Felicia. I had one there, but I forgot. I believe you were thinking of Sexy Star there, Hairball, but that's okay. I think we've all said what you probably were thinking of the thing there. Well, expect the Fallen Society news conference next week. Don't ask, he says. Rip takes center stage, bends down. Rip Van Winkle, baby! Yeah, it doesn't have the same. No. Sorry, Rip. It's Adam Cole, baby.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Matty J, baby.
Maybe. Yeah, there you go. Matty J, baby. Yeah.
See, it rhymes, so it works.
Yeah, it works.
Yeah.
By the way, Rip, good effort. Have some steak on that one. Anyway, let me just do the thing over here so I don't get too loud on your ear holes, because those are your emails and comments of the week. You can send them at thewrestlecast@gmail.com. We shall return with this quartet. We'll return with 2 weeks worth of Paul Heyman.
Yeah,
that sounds good to you, right? That sounds good to me. And I got
some incense for this shit.
We will be right back. Don't go far, folks.
And now a word from our sponsors.
Big match at my house. I'll bring my guys. You have yours. I've got Junkyard Dog.
It's World Wrestling Federation Superstars.
I've got Brutus Beefcake. Here's George the Animal Steel. I've got Great Hammer Valentine. Ricky the Dragon Steel.
They're so real.
And Rowdy Roddy Piper.
Can you tell the difference? Wrestling Superstars. They're for real. Each sold separately from LJN.
Yeah! Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Paul Heyman. And no, you're not watching a rerun. No, this is not on some time delay. We are live from the Barclays in Brooklyn, where I have the honor and the privilege of letting the entire WWE Universe know. Last night at SummerSlam, your winner in the main event, check this one out, and still reigning, defending, undisputed Universal Champion, Brock Lesnar! So, let's all be on the same page from this moment forward. If there's beating to be done, the beating will be done by Brock Lesnar. If there's victimization to be perpetrated, the victimization shall be perpetrated by Brock Lesnar. And if there's conquering to be accomplished, there ain't nobody in WWE or UFC history that can conquer anything like the one and only ruler of the WWE Universe, the reigning, defending, undisputed Universal Champion, Brock Lesnar!
I think Brock Lesnar's expression told the story.
For those of you who thought we'd come out here tonight and sing the blues here in Memphis, especially about Braun Strowman, I hereby grant you immunity for the misassessment of our character. We're not here to sing the blues about Braun Strowman. We're here to sing the praises of Braun Strowman. Let me be perfectly clear. Braun Strowman is the most worthy contender for Brock Lesnar's Universal title in all of WWE. Sunday, September 24th, 2017, Los Angeles, California, the Staples Center. It's a pay-per-view they are calling No Mercy. Braun Strowman gets his opportunity to challenge Brock Lesnar for the Universal title. All this from last week, unnecessary. What did you think? Brock Lesnar was going to duck you? Brock Lesnar ducks no man. Brock Lesnar ducks no monster. Now you have to go home thinking to yourself, not is Brock Lesnar ducking me, because he's not. Now you have to ask yourself, is Brock Lesnar going to hunt me down, because he is? Braun Strowman, this is where my client stands. Take this declarative statement to heart. Brock Lesnar wants you.
What he's trying to say is Suplex City.
All right, I know what you're thinking. Why the Samoa Joe theme? And I've been trying to find the Pharaoh Monks, Simon Says, but they don't have an 8-bit version of it.
Fuck.
I know. The reason for that is, come on, it's two big dudes the size of Godzilla's fighting each other in the main event of the pay-per-view.
Yeah.
And that's the infamous Godzilla theme. You know what I mean?
I'll conquer. Screw Godzilla. I'll eat him too, just like I eat Roman. Then I'm gonna eat Brock.
As the Godzilla fanboy who's done a Godzilla podcast where he's reviewed every Godzilla movie ever made, not that I'm flaunting that or anything, yeah, I have a problem with these, and that is the only words, English words that Brock Lesnar know now, Suplex City, bitch. Is that all he knows to say?
He knows more words, but they're not appropriate for TV.
Yeah, they're all 4-letter words, and all he knows is suplexes and F5s.
I mean, that promo was good until they let Brock Lesnar speak. Fuck.
No, you know what? No, I'm gonna call bullshit on that. That was a perfect. That was fair enough. You know what I mean? I'm more in the fair play department.
But if he had said, what he's meaning to say is, welcome to Suplex City, bitch, I would have been okay with it. But he can't even say a full goddamn sentence.
Well, after that beating he took from him, that's probably all he can think about right now.
Yeah. Let's get on the business part of it. Welcome back to the Wrestle-Cast, RVT Entertainment production on thebrokeninfinite.com, podomatic.com, iTunes, podcasting places, live on the RVT Entertainment official YouTube channel. Speaking of the YouTube channel, you'll be glad to be listening to the video version in about a few minutes because, I don't know, let me take a look at the thing here because it's been a while since I've done something like this, and I just need to get the thing working and the thing working and the... Ah!
And the
There
thing
we go,
working.
camera. There we go, camera. I has a camera on. Hello. So, I was going to say, hey, I'll spend about a few minutes talking with these guys about a few stories about Japan World Heroes. While at the same time, let me adjust this here, I'll be showing off the wrestling part of the swag. Yes, there was wrestling swag to be gotten.
Matty,
And,
do not be alarmed.
Yeah. Yeah.
But there is a gremlin on your YouTube.
Does he happen to be wearing Aura Changer by chance?
Yeah, an aura changer and a big time wrestling t-shirt.
Yes.
Aha, he noticed. Repping the people who let me, broke me in the rest. I don't know if it's a good, appropriate word or not, but...
Hey, Matty.
What? What?
Don't look now, but I think there's a Canadian stuff in your room.
Notice
right
the
behind
flag. It's for the AC in the room. You know, but I don't have another curtain to block that out. Without blocking the airflow.
So you just happen to have the Canadian flag,
and it just happens to cover the entire window. So, also for those wondering, there you go, Not a swag dunk on at the thing.
States.
There you go. All right. Yeah, the Toku gear. I got this.
Oh, nice.
The Aura Changer there, and let's see. Also, Akiba Changer, basically the White Ranger from Die Ranger, aka the White Ranger from MMPR Season 2. And for those wondering, it's not for sale. Easy's got dibs on it. Why? He's got $40 and a Bullet Club T-shirt for me. More $30.
Damn.
Yeah.
As far as you could part with it, considering JDF is your favorite Ranger.
Thank God for video. That's all I'm going to say there. And for those wondering, yes, the key, the other part is right here. There it is.
Oh, there we go. I'm number one.
Delays, everyone.
Wait, Matty. I don't want
What?
you to be alarmed.
Yeah.
But there's a bird loose in your room.
Yeah, the rare Canadian flipping bird.
Anyway, so Japan World Heroes happened last weekend. I was there, as I said, the one day, as promised. And the flight was... let's start with the flight, because I got a whole row to myself on the way to Los Angeles, which was amazing. We went to In-N-Out Burger. You probably saw the Instagram post, and I was happy in my head place because the Mike Shell can call him. He's good. And I happen to notice Mike Shell, for those of you happen to notice, yes, he's not in the chat because he's in San Antonio right now. And by the way, Mike, if you're listening right now or watching, hi. Also, hi, Easy. Telling stories we told on Recap again. And by the way, does it work? Yes, the Morpher does work. But you'll get to hear it on Toku Riffs, hopefully. We'll get to that. So yeah, I picked up these things and everything else. If you want the description of some of those stories, you can listen to the Ranger Recap or Toku Riffs Live. I will be talking about that in the next couple of weeks, I'm sure. But I'll be the first one to say it. I was probably the most surprised person in the room when I found out a lot of wrestling fans were at Japan World Heroes, especially New Japan fans. There was a few wrestling shirts, most of them from New Japan. The majority are for BizCliz. Too Sweet Me for the Love of God, by the way.
Too sweet.
Too sweet.
And what's cool about that was, well, I think one of the staffers or one of the volunteers, one of the staffers at least, was wearing a Kenny the Cleaner shirt, a Kenny Omega Bullet Club shirt. So awesome. I too sweeted the fuck out of that guy. And one of the vendors, who coincidentally had a table full of Ninja Sentai Cocker Ranger merch, and a lot of sweet rare stuff, I must say. He had an LIJ shirt.
Oh, that's awesome.
We did the fist bump thing. It was awesome. We actually talked about the Kenny Omega Toriano match because I was fielding questions. I was wondering what they thought. I thought it was hilarious. So we shook hands on that. We thought that was awesome. We talked about the G1 climax. There was a guy wearing a Ring of Honor shirt talking about the G1 special in USA, and he actually did attend that event both nights, and I was like jealous in my head place, obviously. And there was a booth. I believe it was Hobby Link Japan, or they had bags from Hobby Link Japan. Anyway, they had some random stuff. They had some random things, and I'm like, they had DVDs. I'm like, ooh, nice. They have video games, even nicer. Nothing I was looking for, unfortunately. The only one they had was that I was thinking of was Donkey Kong Country for $50 US. I'm like, ooh. Next box, please. So I go to the next box, and it's a bunch of DVDs. I keep looking. They're WWE DVDs. Whoa! So I picked up 3 for $25, and I'll go in order from when they were released, including this rarity right here, Royal Rumble 2002. Notice the WWF logo on there. And I did check it. It is the WWF, the original WWF release. And the sticker on there had original release in there as well. Because they did re-release this with the WWE logo a little later on when that debacle happened. Put that over here for now. Let's see. Bad Blood 2004. Michaels versus Triple H, Hell in a Cell. The rest of the night was, it was okay. But I got it for the match, and come on, that cover's badass. Come on, can't deny that.
And Shawn Michaels with his very extravagant entrance gear and his hairy chest.
Yep. And that was hairy.
His hairy chest.
His manly.
Give Teed Up a minute there. Give him a minute.
His very firm, hairy chest.
Hey, folks, you want to see something cool? Dave? That's how I do it, Dave. History be made, ladies and gentlemen. You saw the Dave actually being performed on video. And
no, I haven't. Not yet, at least.
You're about to see it.
Yeah, I saw it. Very nice.
And the Vengeance 2005. And for those wondering, there's one ugly motherfucker over there. Triple H at the back of this. He has truly let himself go at that period in life. I'm telling you. Oof. Jeez. But that's not all. I was at that same booth with the LIJ shirt, with the Los Ingobernables de Japón shirt. Gotta get it right. Looking at the booth, and there was another booth where they had the original Aura Changers from '94. But these are Sentai Artisan. Those are brand new. And they are awesome. And I'm glad I got them brand new. But that's beyond that. I'm staring at the box. We had a few other things. And over here, I believe it was Scott Zillner, who is the founder of Japan World Heroes and the owner of Power Morphicon, by the way. Yell out, hey, they got wrestling DVD. They have wrestling merch. They have wrestling magazines. And I'm literally going, wrestling? Where's the wrestling? Where's the wrestling? Where's the wrestling? I bolt to that booth. And they have...
knocked it
like
over
a
with...
bloodhound.
Yeah, and you knocked the booth over with the size of your boner.
No. believe me, that was actually. I actually don't believe those rumors. That was actually someone else's boner.
It was mass hysteria. Children were crying. Women were bloodied. It was horrible.
And they actually what revealed to be Japanese wrestling magazines. And a lot of faces, unfortunately, were not familiar, except for this one over here. This is pre-haircut, by the way, if you'll believe it. Hiroshi Tanahashi. And if you look, I believe it was somewhere in there. Jeez. There we go, G1. And it's from 2012. So this is about 5 years ago. And they were selling it for about $2. And I'm like, ooh, okay. I'm like, you know what? Something for if I ever get the chance to meet Hiroshi Tanahashi in person.
This
will be signed.
I'm trying to read the back of the magazine.
Anyway, so I'm at the same booth. I'm like, oh, that is awesome. It's like $2, right? And the booth owner said, if you buy this, and they hand me this. Just a compilation CD. Let me turn it around. From New Japan Pro Wrestling. Whoa. And for those, because of the glare, let me get the one of the inserts out so you can see it a little better. There we go. That's the name of it.
Shin Nippon Pro Wrestling.
Yepper. King of Pro Wrestling. New Japan Pro Wrestling Best. It's a 2-discer, and I will tell you right now, CD2, track 2, the theme song to one Jushin Thunder Liger.
Very nice. Ikari no Jushin.
Yepper. So I am happy with this. This is awesome. This is $20, and they gave me the magazine for free. So I'm like, awesome. Awesome sauce. And, of course, a couple of stories. They had, of course, a lot of fans were there. The one infamous story would be how we got the Kamen Rider Dangerous Zombie from X8 to get in our hotel room to do delete. Funny story. Our friend Buck, Dustin, and Katie, they're friends with Zero and Zephyr on YouTube. So check him out.
Matty, I have to correct you. When you're doing delete, use the first 2 fingers, not the whole hand.
Delete. Anyway.
Because when you use the whole hand, it looks like you're Heiling Hitler.
Good call.
Yep. Yep, we don't need any more of that.
We don't need more of that right now. Good call. Anyway, I'm going to turn off the thing off now because I've shown all I have gotten, actually. But I will say
Matty,
this.
Matty, before you go on, would you be offended if this entire time while I was watching the video, since, there's like a 30-second delay on my end? That
No, this is expected.
but what I'm saying is that, I have the video on mute because I can hear you here. So I've just been acting like I've been watching a Japanese monster movie with bad English subs.
No.
So I'm
used to it. Okay. We're used to it.
Oh, Matty, you turned off your camera.
Yeah. I said I was going to turn it off.
Just getting ready to finish.
But, no. But, most of it can be told. Hey.
I love the delay right there. How it took everyone a minute.
No, one more. There you go. Bad T-Dub. Bad. Anyway. So we showed him. We showed Dustin, who was the cosplayer in the suit. We showed him the video of the Matt Hardy promo he cut at Broken Matt when he cut the promo at Final Battle.
Yeah.
That one. And he immediately like, okay, I could do that, with a smile on his face, and he did exactly that. Not obviously the best way possible, but hey, we did it in one take, didn't flub, and it looked amazing. So, cool. Our joke has got... That's going to be gift, and I'm happy in my head place. You know what I mean? Anyway, and the other story, one of the gentlemen running a booth called Sentai Jackets Rich pulled the Young Bucks on us. We're walking towards another booth because, yeah, we were literally... We're walking towards another booth because we were looking for some Patreon prizes for Easy's Patreon. And both hands on our shoulders, he goes, "Where do you think you're going?" So I know I'd get a pop out of Shintigercurl for that. Okay, last story. So you may have noticed I did say there was another piece. I did not show it up because I got a Hulkamania t-shirt. Story behind that. Easy literally runs up to me when I'm one of the booths, actually talking to someone about wrestling, believe it or not. And Easy goes, "Matty, come with me. We got wrestling shirts." I'm like, "Really? Awesome." So of course I go along with him, and we go to the booth, and he says, the gentleman goes, "Which sizes?" "Well, double XL or triple XL?" Okay, he goes to the back. He gives me a triple XL shirt. It's a Roman Reigns shirt.
Ooh.
Your favorite.
Between Reigns and Hogan, I would have taken the Reigns t-shirt.
I would have taken Hogan.
I would have taken... I took Hogan.
I would have run out.
It's funny, Tito. I tell that to Tito.
You could still wear pants.
No, I have to show everyone how much my commitment is.
Oh God. Anyway, so we go. "Oh no." It's like, "Do you have anything else?" "It's Hulk Hogan shirt." "I'll take it." It was $10. I'm not gonna say no to that. And I tell that to Tito, but I said I had a choice between a Roman Reigns and Hulk Hogan, and I went with Hulk Hogan. And I remember you saying during that Discord call, "Man, he didn't have to go full heel."
Yeah, you turned heel on us, Matty. How could you? Why, Matty? Why? Why, Matty? Why?
And to quote the great David Arquette, "Shut up!" It's funny, I was actually listening to a podcast called Keep It 2000, and they were actually talking about that promo. Oh, God. Anyway.
We heard Super Sentai Hero. We heard.
Yep. Congratulations.
Yeah, congratulations to James Rolfe and wife, obviously. Little baby girl, from what I've heard.
Yep. His second child. Very nice.
Yeah, that's a win right there.
I literally had that in my winners list, but thanks for spoiling that.
Our winner.
Well, I didn't mean it to do that.
No, it's Honda Colt.
Ah.
You flaccid penis.
Oh. Well, tell us how you really feel, dude. Anyway. So yeah, it's speaking of that, it's not for winners and losers. Before I do, a huge thanks to everyone at Japan World Heroes who have been awesome. Anyone who are fans who came up to Easy and I and recognized us, dude, that will never get old. Getting recognized for Toku Riffs and Ranger Recap, I'm like, my God, and that was awesome. So if you're in the chat, you're listening to us, thank you. And I've heard they're thinking of doing it again in a couple of years. I think, yeah, my wallet is already going. And my head place is going, yes. But Morphicon comes first. Yes. Anyway, time for winners and losers. And we're going to start with some losers. And, gee. And you know what? I'm going to let the guy from Houston kick us off this week. Chad?
Yeah.
Is there a D-cell in? I'm pretty sure there's a D-cell in there.
No, we got 3 D-cell back.
Hello. Called it.
3.
Hello.
3. All right, number 1 goes to a young lady who I used to have a tremendous amount of respect for, but then not only did she nearly end the career of a very promising young superstar for her own benefit, she didn't even say she was sorry. Sexy Star, I honestly hope that you get blackballed from professional wrestling as a whole. I hope that no one hires you ever again. You don't do that. I could understand you were mad because people were shooting on you in the middle of the ring, but to take it out on someone who was just doing their job, who trusted you with their body, and you violated that trust, you are persona non grata. You are an embarrassment to women wrestlers everywhere, to professional wrestlers as a whole. So yeah, you've earned that D-cell battery.
She is the Bill DeMott of 2017.
Yes.
Yeah, that's undisputed now. Definitely.
That's our new award, the Bill DeMott Award.
Yeah.
Give it once. I think
we need to put that on our list. Actually, that's good.
For the end of year.
That's that's for the other categories list.
Yeah. Second D-cell battery goes to you, Donald Trump. So you come to Houston, you don't see any of the affected areas, you don't talk to any of the victims or in the families, you don't do anything positive to help out the community. You just come here, thank your little yes men, including Ted Cruz, whose ass I never heard or saw from when this entire shit went down, and then you the size of your crowd. Of course it was going to be big. They either had to go to your shitty ass event or drown. And last time I checked, people didn't like not drowning. So yeah, Trump, you and your expensive ass hat that you're shilling on eBay, you can eat a D-cell battery. And the final one,
Shin.
Yeah.
I just want to clarify this. You wanted Donald Trump to go visit the victims? Like, haven't they suffered enough?
I'm gonna stop it right there before it just goes too political. Moving on.
And my final D-cell battery goes to Joel Osteen.
Oh yeah.
I've been inside Lakewood Church many a times, back when his father used to run Lakewood Church. Now, he was an honest and good man. If you keep making up reasons why you couldn't open your doors to people who needed your help, you fail. You fail as a preacher, you fail as a Christian, you fail as a human being. So eat a D-cell battery, Joel.
Well, wait,
go
so
fuck yourself.
In a situation where the rest of priesthood and Catholic people and religious people will be like, come on in, we got room, we don't care,
there
come
were
on
mosques that are opening their doors.
There are mosques. And last time I checked, mosques do care for the cleanliness of some of their places, last time I checked.
Yeah.
You need to be clean. And they were letting people and dirt in.
Mm-hmm.
And you're sitting there going, no, there's a gas leak. There ain't a gas leak. There's a human decency leak, and it's coming from your ass.
His first excuse was, oh, the church was flooded.
My ass.
There is video evidence to show that the church wasn't flooded because it has flood walls around it. And but now his excuse today, simply we didn't open up because the city of Houston didn't tell us to. Since when does a church need permission from a city to provide health and shelter for people in need?
Plus, there's a little thing called in the First Amendment where there's a separation between church and state. That little thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Basically, that means you're fucking allowed to do whatever the fuck you want with your place. Moving on before I get too mad here.
So yeah, as for my losers, you guys will probably come up with some more losers because I didn't really see much wrestling because cable went out.
Yeah, we're not gonna excuse. You're excused for that.
I'll just say, my loser for wrestling, beach balls.
Yeah.
At first it was funny, but now it's just disrespectful.
I mean, week later, fuckers trying to throw around beach balls. Fuck you.
And I'm glad WWE have banned them from all future events.
Good fucking call there.
Yeah, now that you mention it.
Mattis, you have any losers this week?
You mean losers besides Trump?
Yeah. Yep.
Okay, so no beach balls. Yep, on the list.
Yep.
They make the list. Sexy Star. I don't think I need to say any more than that's already been said, but I do have a special song for her. But by the way, this is not the Bailey song, but it is Trump related because it's the same song that British people were singing to Trump when he was trying to visit over there, if you remember. You remember that song?
Oh, the Hey Bailey. Ooh. Ha!
No, well, in this case, it's more of a Hey, Sexy Star. Ooh. Ha. We want to know why you're such a... And you can figure out the 4 little words.
Yeah.
Yep.
LPH, I'm not calling you a loser this week. For God's sakes, calm down.
So, my final loser, and I made mention of this earlier, Dave Meltzer, Ryan Atlas, the Wrestling Observer. I don't know what clip you heard. The clip I heard was them running down John Cena and Roman Reigns for the promo, calling bullshit on John Cena being honored to have the U.S. title and stuff like that. And I'm like, shut the fuck up, you smart marks.
You're a smart mark.
Yeah, last time I checked, you're in a room full of smart marks right now.
But we do it with class.
Where's my EC3 button? Oh, there it is. Yeah.
No.
So you're saying you're not classy, Matty?
Well, I'm not saying we're not. I'm not saying that we're not classy. I'm just saying, compared to the Wrestling Observer, yeah, we're classless.
Wow, Matty. Way to have your confidence up.
Hey, let's put it this way. In the world of wrestling podcasts, I know my place, and I'm not going to take a shit on Dave Meltzer. It'd be like Sexy Star breaking another wrestler's arm legit. On purpose.
Wouldn't be that bad.
But I've really been aggravated with them, like, lately. They've been shitting on a lot of wrestling that isn't basically Bullet Club.
I think you're just having a very biased view.
Then again, Dave Meltzer has always been a New Japan mark, let's be honest. Moving on.
To be fair, New Japan does put on the best shows in the world.
Mm-hmm.
Anyways, my losers.
Yes.
Raw's women's division.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Simple as that.
So sad.
It's going to be so much better when Asuka gets there.
You say that.
We'll see.
You say that.
I see that you're agreeing with me. Thank you.
No, you say that, but
you keep agreeing with me.
I don't see how you could see that as an agreement, but
see, you just said it right there. You said C.
God damn it.
God damn it.
Nonetheless, Matty, who are your losers?
Well, first off, Matt is for confusing us for that shit. Jesus. But seriously, I got 2. Hurricane Harvey, fuck you.
Mm-hmm.
Potentially fucking up a couple of homes and maybe Toker Riffs if Easy's apartment's fucked up. Which, by the way, I'm knocking on wood, it's not, because I've been having a hankering for Toker Riffs lately. And my Toku fix.
Yeah, on top of the human damage, the house damage, all that stuff, it's also driving up gas prices. And also it caused plants around the Houston area to emit toxic gas because they were not prepared for this.
That's not good.
Actually, from what I heard, it was a container fire. That it was...
Mattis, you just ruined a good happening joke.
Well, thanks for sharing it with everybody else.
No, man, I'm not the wind.
And LPH, I think that's going a bit far.
No. Blackballed. Let's not go that far.
Oh, no.
That's a little far, dude. No.
Yeah. I mean,
she deserves to lose her job and her placement in professional wrestling, not, violated, for God's sake.
Yeah. I mean, I hate Donald Trump with a passion, but I would never wish death on him. You just can't do that.
Now, if you were to slip on an ice cube one day, that would be hilarious.
I'm just going to be quiet as the Jew in here.
Moving right along, my losers. And the other one, I only have one other one this week. And it's the obvious one, Sexy Star. You do not violate the trust of other professional wrestlers just because another opponent in that four-way was being an idiot. It's called slapping the sense out of her backstage after the fact. Or, pulling a JBL backstage. Hey-oh! Had to get one more in there. Anyway, winners! Shin!
So many winners. But first and foremost, as mentioned before we talk when we're on the pre-stream.
Yeah.
Mattress Mac. He is an icon and a fixture.
Yeah. For those
unlike some other people that.
For those unaware, Mattress Mac, he owns a luxury furniture store. I believe it was, if I read it correctly.
Luxury furniture store.
And he during the flood decided, hey, I'm going to let some people in. So he let some refugees in, let some flood-stricken victims sleep in his high-priced furniture store, free of charge. Food, electricity, and everything.
And each of his furniture stores has a restaurant in them, so they had food.
Yeah.
Over 800 families got food, clothing, and shelter from Mattress Mac, and he asked for nothing in return.
Well, that's actually being a member of your community and actually taking care of him.
That's being a human fucking being.
Yeah, he is Matt. He has always been like that since I was a kid. He has always been in the community. He's always been prevalent. If anybody needed help or if the community needed some help, everyone could count on old Mattress Mac for it. So, Mattress Mac, I do hope that petition goes through and they do finally name a day after you in Houston because you deserve it.
After what happened last weekend, I hope it does. I honestly hope it does.
You know what I say?
They earned it. Key to the city.
For the city of Houston, replace Christopher Columbus Day with Mattress Mac Day.
Yes.
As
for other winners, I got a lot.
Yeah.
Of course, Adam Cobb, baby. And of course, Red Dragon.
Yep.
John Cena for that brutal. Apparently, John Cena took a vacation this week, and in his place came the Doctor of Thugonomics, because even though it was scripted, that had the Doctor all over it.
Yeah, pretty much.
Lucha Underground for just being Lucha Underground with that sick-ass main event. Mae Young Classic, if I ever get to watch it, I will. And, of course, our new Global Force champion, Eli Drake.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Moving on.
Yeah.
And let's see if I'm trying to figure out one more winner. You know, I'm just gonna say it. The corner store for staying open during Hurricane Harvey.
That's honestly pretty ballsy.
Yeah.
Yeah, those Indian guys don't give a shit if it's rain or shine. They will stay open.
Gotta get that payday, sucker. I guess. I don't know. Matis, winners, please.
Well, as far as anything with the Hurricane and Mattress Mac, I agree on that. One, John Cena.
Goes without saying.
Because, I think she'd put it further. That was the Doctor the doctor that's good at thugonomics,
Yeah.
back on his fucking throne. And Roman Reigns better learn his fucking place. That's all I'm gonna say. So John Cena gets a winner. The Mae Young Classic, I've enjoyed it so far. I think the stars have looked great, and I like some of the prospects there. There are a couple women that, with about a couple more years of training, I think will be really good. I mentioned one before, the lady from China. Renana Gonzalez is another one I thought looked good. So, yeah, not only is it looking good for women's wrestling now, it looks good for women's wrestling future, so that gets a winner.
I also hope that Triple H keeps growing out his beard and never shaves.
I know, that beard, good lord. Is it just me, or did he just steal Big Show's tree beard?
Well, I'll explain why you didn't have him Monday.
Yeah, he was clean shaven. He looked like King Kong Bundy.
You know who he looked? You know who he was really looking like?
Who?
New Year's baby Big Show.
Oh god.
Oh god, no. Oh, did you have to remind me? Ew.
If OSW reminds us every time Big Show shows up on OSW, then yeah, T-Dub will do that as well.
What would you prefer, New Year's Baby Big Show or Sumo Big Show?
Anyways, as I was saying...
You know what? Yeah, I'm with T-Dub on this. Would you rather New Year's Baby Big Show or Sumo Big Show?
Sumo.
So you want to see the cam right up Big Show's Cambry Alley.
But Sumo Big Show has wobbly bits. I don't want to see hitting Big Show's wobbly bits.
At least it's in a legitimate sport. Yeah, thank you. As I tried to do! By the way, speaking of Triple H, he was on, I don't know if any of you guys saw, he was on First Take.
Yeah, ESPN. I did see the interview, actually, yeah.
So, very good interview. So, he gets a winner. And, of course, finally, my boys are back. The Fashion Police get a winner. Because the boys are back in town.
The boys are back in town. The boys are back in town.
Those are my winners.
The boys are back in town. The boys are back in town. The boys are back. The boys are back. Date up.
Bobby Roode, Psycho Clown James Rolfe, and as well as Mattress Mac. Life is Strange, Before the Storm. Loving it.
I had a feeling you would. I had a feeling. They're saying it's a good game.
I can't wait for episode 2. We cannot arrive soon enough.
Yeah.
And DSP is gonna fuck it up.
Oh,
that's why I do not watch his stuff, because he will ruin everything. I will. Oh, somebody posted on YouTube him failing a mission in GTA. Matt, you know where the mission where all he had to do was for one part is buy a shotgun with a mod and that's it.
Oh my god! What?
He fucked that up.
How do you? It's like
this. Remember, Matty, this is the same guy who, when he played Metal Gear Solid 2, took him 30 minutes to figure out how to use a ration.
All right, let me ask you this. Link to the Past. How far did he get into the tutorial before dying?
I've never watched enough of his videos to know if he's even played. Anyways, when he was doing the mission, instead of buying the shotgun with the mod, he spent all the rest of his money on everything else. And then when he failed, he was like, the game didn't tell me how to do that. What's going on? You didn't tell me I needed that.
Yep. Remember, this is the same guy who, when facing the end in a sniper duel, pulls out a shotgun and tries to run and gun it.
Missing the entire point of the battle.
Yes.
It's supposed to be like this 15, 20-minute long sniper battle.
Across 3 big-ass maps, and he's just like, I'm just gonna, they didn't give me a sniper rifle, I'm just gonna gun him with a shotgun. Game mechanics.
Man. I'm willing to bet he got killed rescuing, right before he got the chance to get into the freaking dungeon.
He would.
And I know when I did the live Let's Play, I know I fucked up the tutorial dungeon at least once. I died. I'm not kidding. I'm willing to bet I went farther than he did.
I'm gonna really hate myself for this, but I'm gonna try to see if he's played that game.
Yes, someone posted a DSP tries it video already.
Oh my god.
I don't think I want to link you to that, T-Dub. I love you too much. You make you suffer.
Please, for the love of God, have him be better than the DSP.
Let's see. This is how you don't play A Link to the Past. Metayoshi Gaming Edition. 50 subscribers, 50 sub special. And it's 2 hours. 2 hours of DSP playing A Link to the Past.
Wow. All right, here we go. All right, we're going to get to that later. Is it my turn now for the winners, or is it T-Dub's winners?
It's your turn. My last one was Life is Strange Before the Storm. I'm loving it. It makes me feel all the feels.
I had a feeling. For me, Houston, Texas, winner this week. Anybody that's in there, including the gentleman in this call, Easy, Mike, who had to be in Oklahoma, but he's still feeling it a little bit. Anybody, Car Junkie, Bobbert, stay safe, boys. Come on. Japan World Heroes, obvious reasons. Easy. Come on, man. What a better wingman to have during a con, man. I can't wait for Ranger Stop now. John Cena, for the good doctor of Thugonomics, showing him how it's done. And Roman Reigns, if for nothing else, good target practice. And I wrote down that kaiju movie with Kota Ibushi and Minoru Suzuki in it. I don't know if you saw this on Facebook or not, Tito, but I shared a trailer of a parody kaiju movie where a Godzilla knockoff gets beat up by Kota Ibushi in the first 30 seconds of it.
Actually, I'm going to be snotty geek right here and say it's probably more Ultraman because it's a generic-looking monster and the hero is a human who grows, and that's more Ultraman than Godzilla.
Ultra Kaiju.
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry, Leslie. Point is, Kota Ibushi and Minoru Suzuki beating the crap out of a kaiju monster. Your argument is invalid.
Maddie, I have a song for this.
What?
Ultraman, he grows like a moron.
Oh, God.
Did Ibushi kick the kaiju?
Yes.
Kid the kaiju did, I think, a 450 splash. And I believe Minoru Suzuki, young lion, the crap out of the kaiju and gave him a couple of suplexes in the trailer. I should say. I should point out.
Can we start a GoFundMe for that kaiju? I feel bad for him now. just getting kicked by Ibushi alone is.
I know. Fuck that. Being kicked by Minoru Suzuki alone. Yeah, it's setting in, I'm sure.
That makes you question your life choices right there.
I'm telling you, the minute they reveal it's Minoru Suzuki, the guy in the suit went, "Oh, fuck.
Why did I get into this suit? Why didn't I become a lawyer like Mom wanted?" How come why did I eat nachos today? I hate nachos.
At least it wasn't Popeye's chicken.
No, nobody wants to eat Popeye's chicken.
Well, I do, technically, but I'm not going to brag about it.
As well you should.
There you go.
The rest of us will be sitting around eating good KFC.
Fair enough.
And some of us can make their own fried chicken. That's better than either.
Yes. Anyway, and finally, of course, Ric Flair gets a winner this week. I don't care what y'all say. Anyway, that is the show. Before we before we head off for the evening, Shin, I shouldn't be asking this, but you got anything? I know you got your book that you're working on. You mentioned it earlier.
Let's see. I was planning on doing some other stuff for my video, but unfortunately, things happened.
Yeah, there's a thing that happened called the hurricane.
Yes, it did. But hopefully I can get back on track in the next couple of days with some more Warmer Hordes profile videos, and maybe finish up that damn Doctor Who Star Trek crossover fic, which you can find on my YouTube channel, Max Foreign, of course.
Yep.
And also
home of the infamous "Friends Can Fuck" video.
I will never live that down.
I know.
And just for those of you out there who don't know, yes, I am working on a sequel.
Oh, I think you're gonna need to be really high to make a sequel to that.
I started writing it when the floodwaters were coming up, and I didn't have a lot of sleep, so you can imagine my state of mind when I started it.
Yeah.
Okay, then that was perfect.
Yeah, that's perfect. That's a non-drug induced high right there. You know, in that point beyond tired, but that everything is funny. Yeah, that part.
That's all I got going for me right now.
Matis.
Well, you know, it's funny you should ask, Matty.
Yeah.
You know, I say that because the last time you had me on, I said I don't want to make any promises because I won't do anything. And since then, I've dropped, I think, like 3 episodes of the Wrestle-Cast, 2 episodes of Tom's Prerogative, and a brand new episode of Tom's Top 10. So you can find all of those on the Absolution Network, where you can also find Shin at www.an.132productions.com.
T-Dub, I know you dropped something recently. Last weekend, I believe.
Most recently, I dropped my review of WWE Day of Reckoning, and I'm currently now working on my video for Why I Love The Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time.
There you go. And of course, on our YouTube channel is T-Dub's playthrough of Life is Strange for our RVT Game Crew. I believe the new episode dropped today.
Yep, every Friday, 12 p.m. sharp.
There you
I
go.
have not missed a day yet, and we are 6 parts in. So strap in and strap on.
And that's with a crappy laptop, by the way, folks. So appreciate that for a second, because I know I do.
Thank you.
Anyway, coming up on the streaming schedule, we have Saturday with Helmsman, with Tony Helms and the crew. They've been streaming all week, by the way, so you can check them out on Twitch, I think.
Yes.
If I'm correct.
I believe it is twitch.tv/ToneLoke3902.
There you go. Sunday, TWK Riffs Live. We're hoping that T-Dub has access to that. Not T-Dub, but Easy. I'm thinking of T-Dub. I'm thinking of you for some reason. But we're hoping Easy has access to his computer, because Mike Shell will be along for the ride. And it'll be part 1 of 2 on our finale. It'll be a catch-up-a-thon for Kamen Rider Xaid. As I believe, if it does go to plan, we'll have 5 or 6 episodes of Xaid, and then next week it'll be the finale-thon. At least, again, knocking on wood here. On Monday, however, it's Metrocon Live. As Shades on Shades' official YouTube channel. You can check out him, and of course doing live commentary with the casting crew of a particular show. This week it's Metro Night Live. So there you go. Sometime Master, are you keeping track of what the fuck I'm doing of all the botches? 4-4, Matty. 4 and 4. That's what it was. Yeah, I believe we're doing 4 and 4. 4 of Xaid, 4 of Q Ranger. And then next week is the finale fawn. Thank you. Listen. At this point, watch TWK riffs. I riff. It's myself, Easy, the Shades, and a returning Spade Ace. And we're riffing Toku. It's fun. It's awesome. You should check it out. No, seriously, you should check it out. Let's see, on Tuesday, speaking of, Riff Down with TWK, Shintigercurl, and I think, Matis, you join in on this one?
If I can.
All right, there you go.
But it is going to be hard because my new class schedule is that I get out at 7:30. So while I may be making it home, I will be tired from a school day that includes 3 classes.
Yeah, I don't blame you if you're going to have to.
So T-Dub, Shin, and the rest of the Rift Down crew. Oh God, I feel bad for you. No more JBL. It's just nothing but bland on commentary. On Wednesday, it's of course the Enemy Within, our TRPG night with Warhammer being the current game that we're playing through. It's myself with our Dungeon Master, Diltra the Monk. It'll be myself, the Shades, Mike Shell, Biohybrid. It's fun. We have fun. What was that? Thursday, a Ranger recap. We're going through another episode of Power Rangers Ninja Steel, and actually last week's show was actually pretty good. So if you want to check that out, it is on YouTube, and will be on thebrokeninfinite.com at the same time as that particular podcast. Of course, we'll be back next week live, 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I believe we're about another week away before we have to do a pay-per-view preview. I believe it's the 22nd, I believe, for No Mercy.
Yeah, I want to say, let's see, No Mercy 2017.
Yeah.
At least 2.
At least 2 weeks. That's what I count.
September 24th.
Yeah, so we're at least a couple weeks. That's weird. You would think SmackDown would have a pay-per-view between then. But they don't. At least that we know of. That may change next week, but until then, it'll be myself and T-Dub talking about more wrestling stuff. And yeah, I will probably catch up with the Mae Young Classic. We'll have a little bit more time to discuss that. I'll have to watch 8 episodes, by the way. That's 8 hours of wrestling right there. Oh, boy. Hopefully I can
do it for Wrestle.
As I'm back in
I was going to say, if you can do it for Wrestle Kingdom.
That's true. That is true. But that is the show. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we thank you very much for taking a listen to us for the last hour and a half, 2 hours, actually, 2.5 hours. So thank you very much. As soon as the show's done, you can go to bed. But until then, on behalf of Shintigercurl,
this show Wrestle-Cast went 2 hours again. It's completely useless now.
Hell no, it ain't useless. On behalf of Matis Leonhart.
Remember, I'm the most glorious Jew that ever lived. And you can't teach that.
And of course, TWK.
This is TWK of TWK Reviews telling you to work your gimmick.
My name's Matty Jay, reminding you all professional wrestling. Support your independent promotion as soon as possible. It's good to be back, folks. It's good to be back. Have a good one. Have a safe one. We'll talk to you next week. Bye-bye, everybody. Bye!
And now I look at you and I listen to you. You should be ashamed I'm a part-timer, because I can do this part-time better than you could ever do it full-time.
Gonna need a sensu for that one.